The Girl Who Fell into Heaven. Inspired by true events. In the quiet town of Willow Springs, Georgia, where the air smelled of pine and old faith, lived the Williams family, recent immigrants from Nigeria. Mama Williams, a nurse, and Papa Williams, a church choir director, had 3 daughters. The youngest, 10-year-old Amanda, was their sunshine, but also their greatest heartache. Amanda was born with a rare autoimmune disease that left her in constant pain. Her bones were brittle, her digestive system unpredictable. By age 6, she had already undergone 4 surgeries. By 10, she'd spent more time in hospitals than in classrooms. Still, she smiled softly, bravely. Her favorite phrase was, "God is still writing my story." One Sunday afternoon in late spring, the Williams went on a family picnic near Sweetwater Creek. The forest was cool, the creek gurgled with soft laughter, and Amanda, unusually energetic that day, wandered with her sisters through the woods. That's when they found the tree, an ancient oak, massive and hollowed with age. Its trunk had split near the base, creating a cavern just large enough for a small child to enter. Amanda giggled and ducked inside, but the ground gave way beneath her. She vanished into darkness. Her sisters screamed. Rescue teams came within the hour. Search dogs barked. Ropes were lowered. They found that Amanda had fallen over 30 feet into a natural shaft created by the roots and underground erosion. For several terrifying hours, she was unreachable. It was too narrow, too dangerous. And then, quietly, almost casually, Amanda's voice echoed up from the hole. "I'm okay," she called. "I saw a garden and I wasn't hurting anymore." When they finally lifted her out, medics rushed to assess her injuries, but there were none. No broken bones, no bruises, no pain. A full-body scan later showed something even stranger. Signs of regeneration. Her blood panels had normalized. The disease that had defined her life was gone. Doctors at Emory University were baffled. "It doesn't make sense," they said. "It's not remission. It's as if it was never there." News spread fast. Interviews followed. Some skeptics said it was a misdiagnosis. Others believed it was divine. Amanda only told her story once, in her soft, unshaken voice. "I was falling, but then I stopped. I was standing in this bright garden. It smelled like oranges. There were people there, some I didn't know, and one I did. My grandma." She smiled and said, "Amanda, it's not time yet. Go back." Then I woke up in the dark again, and the pain was gone. She said the place felt like heaven, but it wasn't a dream. It was more real than this. Years passed. Amanda grew strong. She ran track in high school and volunteered at children's hospitals, sitting beside kids with long IV lines and telling them, "You never know how the next chapter ends. The tree where she fell still stands, though the forest path leading to it has since been blocked by the town. But people still come to Willow Springs to ask about the girl who fell into heaven and came back healed." The Mango Tree Miracle. In the dusty outskirts of Jos, Nigeria, where the Harmattan winds often left lips cracked and fields parched, lived a widowed woman named Mama Titi. Her real name was Azin, but everyone in the village knew her as the mother of Titi, the bright-eyed girl who sang like a morning dove. Mama Titi had seen hard times. Her husband died during a mining accident when Titi was just 3. Since then, she had struggled to raise her daughter on the meager earnings from selling akara by the roadside. Yet she never complained. Her face always bore a quiet smile, and her hands, though cracked, were generous. Behind her small mud house stood a gnarled, old mango tree. It was said to have been there since her grandfather's time. The tree, though tall and proud, hadn't borne fruit in nearly 20 years. Still, Mama Titi refused to cut it down. "Every tree has its season," she would say. By 2022, things had gotten worse. The cost of ingredients had risen and customers were scarce. One evening, as she counted the few naira in her lap, she whispered a prayer under the tree. "God, I don't ask for much. Just help me feed my child." That night, something strange happened. A great wind rushed through the village, snapping branches and sending chickens running. But when it reached Mama Titi's home, it paused just for a second around the mango tree, then vanished. The next morning, Titi screamed, "Mama, Mama, come and see." There, hanging from the branches of the mango tree, were clusters of golden mangoes, fat, ripe, and glowing in the sunlight. Not one, not two, but hundreds. Word spread like wildfire. People came from nearby villages to see the tree that bore fruit in the dry season. Some said it was magic. Others called it a sign from God. But the miracle didn't end there. Every 3 days, the tree would bear new fruit, never too much, never too little. Mama Titi began selling them at the market. But instead of hoarding the money, she gave free mangoes to the elderly and children. She repaired the broken borehole near the school and paid school fees for orphaned kids. A journalist from Lagos picked up the story and wrote an article titled "The Widow and the Tree That Fed a Village." Soon, NGOs reached out. A women's cooperative offered Mama Titi a grant to teach others how to run small businesses. Titi got a scholarship to a prestigious secondary school. As for the mango tree, it still stands, quietly fruiting every few days, though no botanist could explain it. Mama Titi built a small bench beneath it, where she sits every evening with Titi, humming songs of joy. When asked if she believes the tree is magical, Mama Titi only smiles and says, "I believe God knows where to plant miracles, and the villagers agree some trees don't just bear fruit, some bear hope."